Hey everybody, welcome back to Jackson Jetsetting. Today I wanted to detail everything we know so far about Royal Caribbean's newest ship coming out in 2026, Legend of the Seas. She's the newest Icon-class ship, so we know a little bit about what we should expect on board, because she has a similar layout to her sister ships Icon and Star of the Seas. But Royal Caribbean just dropped brand new details about what's changing that I wanted to let everyone know about. If you're already a subscriber to the channel, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. I post a lot of content about my travels, especially cruising, 3 times a week here. If you like what you see, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. So I have a decent idea of what to expect from Legend of the Seas, as I just stepped off the naming ceremony sailing of Star of the Seas in August. It was my first time on an Icon-class ship, so be sure to check out that full video series linked down below if you want to hear my thoughts on Legend's sister ship. Icon-class ships are the best of the best from Royal Caribbean, and I do feel like they are a culmination of everything they've learned operating the largest ships in the world for decades now. Legend of the Seas will have 2,814 staterooms, a 7,600 total guest capacity, 20 decks, and it's going to be the 4th ship in the fleet to be powered by liquefied natural gas. So let's start where Legend of the Seas will be sailing from. So interestingly, she'll be making her premiere in Europe, sailing from Barcelona on 7-night Western Mediterranean itineraries, making stops in Majorca, Provence, France, Rome, and Naples. And then she'll home port over in Fort Lauderdale later in the year, making 6-night Western and 8-night Southern Caribbean itineraries to round out 2026. This is the first time an Icon-class ship will be visiting the Southern Caribbean, so I'm pretty excited about that itinerary. So now let's talk entertainment and things to do on board and what is changing. Arguably, Star of the Seas' most amazing new feature when she premiered was the inclusion of Back to the Future the musical, and I was absolutely blown away by the quality of the production. I'm excited that Royal Caribbean has announced that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, based on the Roald Dahl book, is coming to Legend. This makes sense to include, as it's a book that European audiences would be very familiar with, as well as American audiences. But note, this is not the same as the classic film with Gene Wilder from the 70s. This would be more closely aligned to the events in the book, which is a bit different from the film. Of course, there will be a new aqua theater show featuring high divers, aerialists, Kuka arms, and more, which is a big highlight of any Icon-class voyage. Absolute Zero, the largest ice skating arena at sea, will also feature a new show. I'll make no secret on the channel that the ice shows are my absolute favorite on board Royal Caribbean ships, so I'm very excited to see what kind of theme they go with. It's always a great time. Love that they are continuing to invest in the ice skating shows. And for those looking to test their luck, the casino on board will be 2 stories. So I'm pretty excited by this development, and I feel like they may take over some of the space from the music hall, which is located right next to the casino currently. We'll have to see ultimately where this ends up going. For the kids, all of the favorites are returning from Icon and Star of the Seas, with some updates to the theming. The carousel, the Lost Dunes mini golf, and the playscape will have new themes and improvements. And looking at that concept art of the Lost Dunes mini golf, it looks like a volcano is included, so maybe a fun tiki theme of some sort. Food and drink are always a big draw for cruising, and the Legend of the Seas is making a few exciting adjustments on board. It'll feature 28 dining venues overall. The big change here is the Royal Railway, an incredibly popular experience on Utopia of the Seas, will be making an Icon-class debut on Legend. The theme will change out from an Old West to a Silk Road and Marco Polo theme, so I expect the biggest critique from the experience from Utopia, the food, to change for the better with a more Asian inspiration. The Supper Club, one of the most exclusive dining experiences that Royal Caribbean offers on board, will change its theme to Hollywood by becoming the Hollywoodland Supper Club. Previous incarnations celebrated Chicago and New York City, so I'm excited to see what the menu and experience is like for this one. The Aquadome Market is also changing out all of its venues. While we don't have all of those announced quite yet, the Royal Caribbean team did tease a smoothie and juice bar, which is great to hear for fans of the Vitality Cafe. So some adjustments to accommodations are being made as well. There will be more family-friendly rooms than any other ship in the fleet. There are some new features to note here as well. So new cabins like the family ocean view balcony staterooms will premiere on the Caribbean sailings for Legend of the Seas. And so these will feature the more traditional balcony rather than the infinite balcony from Legend's sister ships. These feature bunk beds for the kids, which is great. Those infinite family balconies will still be available if you like that class of stateroom. And the Ultimate Family Townhouse is making a few upgrades as well. They're improving the patio, some TV, couch, and changing areas featured there. There's going to be bunk beds for the kids, just like on Star. And in the parents' room, it's now going to be larger with more storage space. So many of the suites have access to the Grove, part of the suite neighborhood. Surfside Family Suites will be still considered C-Class on Legend. So that means that you're going to receive priority boarding, dinner at Coastal Kitchen, and other upgraded amenities, but not access to the Grove area of the ship. So I believe this change was made in 2024 on Icon as well. So those are all of the big changes that we know so far. There's still a lot more to announce about Legend of the Seas, and we will know more in the future. So are you getting excited for the premiere next summer of Legend of the Seas? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.